the data. Okay, so we will get the security, the maximum security from database side. And redundancy, you know redundancy about, right? Duplications. So for example, if you created a student related application, now you are trying to operate same student details multiple times, or if you're taking same student details multiple times, so that we will get redundancy. Now we must remove the redundancy here, right? Understood? That is the main thing. And inconsistency. So what is meant by inconsistency? Can you tell me right now? What is meant by inconsistency? What about inconsistency?
If two or more people are accessing the same data at a time, and if both the data do not reflect properly, then it will cause inconsistency.
Yes. Okay. So there is no frequent changes on, on databases. On databases. So what is the data we created? Okay, which is called inconsistency. So if we need to avoid all those things like inconsistency, security, and redundancy, okay, then we must use databases, because databases not going to accept duplicates, and moreover it provides the maximum security and consistent. Okay, so it provides all these features here. That's why when we need to maintain the data for long time, maybe like as per our requirements or as per our application requirements, like till 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, something like that, then we must use databases. Understood my point here, all of you? Okay, is it clear right now what I told you here? Okay, yes, Sai, Soumya and Venkat, is it clear? Yeah, fine. And right now we are having many databases in the market, that is different vendors released different databases. Their concept is same, but somewhat writing of the queries changes. Okay, so but Java point of view, the preferable database is Oracle. Not only Oracle, you can use any database like maybe like MySQL or DB2, whatever it may be, you can use. It's not a problem here. Okay, but most probably in most of the Java related applications, the using database is either Oracle or MySQL at present. Okay, understood my point here, all of you? So understood my point here? Yeah, fine. So now, for example, if we created banking type of application or a student type of application in Java language. Okay, so we must create the data related to that application. If we want to maintain that data till like or up to 5 years or 10 years, something like that, then we must store the data what we created in the Java application in the database. Okay, is it clear right now, all of you? Good. How we can make a connection with the specified database? That's very important here. Understood all of you right now? Is it clear? How we can make connection with the specified database, that is from Java application. So here Java application unable to store the data permanently. That means permanently means when we closed the Java application, our system clears the memory or deletes the memory what we created in the application level. That's why what we have to do here, we must send the data what we created in the Java application into database. But let me show diagrammatical representation how we can send the data here. You see, imagine this is a Java application what we created. This is a Java application, and imagine one database. Imagine this is a database. Okay, so right now here we created a application of some banking type. Okay, here we created bank application, and in this application we created some data also. So what is the data we created here? We must send that data into the database. Okay, so we must create the connection in between Java application and the database like this. Yes, here that query is rising. How we can make the connection with the specified database? That is from Java application. So is it clear right now? How we can make a connection from Java application to database? This is a connection here. Okay. Yes. To make the connection from Java application to database, a API is given in Java language which is called JDBC API. So we know very well what is meant by API. Nothing but application programming interface. Application programming interface. And JDBC is nothing but Java database connectivity application programming interface. Like this you see. Okay, Java database connectivity application programming interface. Now this application programming interface contains some set of predefined classes and interfaces. What is meant by interface? Okay, so interface is nothing but having set of method declarations. Okay, let me type. Let me show what is meant by interface here. Now here is show interface. Okay, something like this you see. This is method 1, method 2 and method 3. Like this you see. Understood? So you see how interface is created. Yes, you see the structure of the interface. Public interface followed by interface name. So like interface is also like a class but without method implementations or definitions. Okay, here actually we are not defined or we are not implemented any method they are using. Show, show one, show two. All those are methods we created, but we are not implemented them. That is a representation of the interface. So when we want to implement those methods, then we must create a class. Otherwise, I will show the execution also. Let me type them in Eclipse and I need to show. So you will get a clarity on that. Just you see, interface option is given. Okay. So don't go for select. Here you have to select interface. Yes. Interface name. So with what name we want to create interface, that interface name we must type. So here I given the interface name as show interface. Then finish. Yes, now here you see interface structure is created. Now in this interface we must create methods. Okay, without implementation. So for example, if we want to implement some methods like show, show one, show two, something like that, we must create the interface. Imagine, you see, we created a method like this, public void show connection. Yes, why we need to create interfaces actually? Okay, let me take one simple example. Let me show. Imagine some vendors, one database. Imagine second database like this. If two vendors needs to implement a database, needs to create a structure. Okay, so for example, if these two vendors needs to follow the same methods to implement their databases. Okay, yes, simply either first vendor or second vendor must implement these three methods, but the implementations are the implementation changes from database to database, but methods are same. Okay, so that means they are using same methods, but with different implementations. That is as per the requirements, as per the specifications they're following. Okay, they implement the methods. Understood my point here, all of you? Sai, Soumya, and Venkat. Fine, Venkat. Sai, yes, and Soumya, is it clear right now? Yes. That's why interfaces are very important. Okay, so here you see we created interface. Now, for example, if we want to implement this method, implementation is nothing but defining the method. So if we want to define the method, then we must create a class. Let me create a class here. Class, then class name. So with what name we want to create a class? Yes, we must create the class. So here I taken the class name as show class. Okay, so with what name we created the class here? Show class. Now, what are the methods we need to implement in this class? Okay, what are the methods we need to define in this method? Okay, you see, yes, from show interface. That's why we must add, you see that, implements show interface. Okay, just 1 minute please. Okay, show interface. So what is the meaning of this here you see? What is the predefined word we use it here? Implements. So it is a predefined word, not method. It is a predefined word given in Java language. So we must use this predefined word when we are going to implement any interface related methods. Okay, fine. Now come for interface. Which method we declared here? Show connection. So that we need to define like this you see. So that is the concept of interfaces. Okay. Now, whatever it may be, that is a different someone application requirements, we have to implement the methods, right? Understood? Fine. Now let me create main method. Okay. Then we have to call that method like this. So let me show some message as of here. This is interface method. Like this, we created a method, right? Now, if we executed, you see, yes. Now here you see that method is executed. So, what is the method we created in the interface implemented in a class called show class, right? Understood also right now? Sai, Soumya and Venkat. Now, you tell me when we need to use or when we use interfaces here real time. Any one of them. Then when we use interfaces, any one of them. Sai, Soumya or Venkat. So already I given the concept for you, right? So what is meant by interface? Already I told you. Now tell me the scenario. Tell me the application. In what type of scenarios we can use interfaces? That is in real time, right? Can you tell me one simple example from any one of you? To change the data machine language, right? Access data from the server. Can you speak out please? I'm not getting your point. What you're trying to do? What you're trying to tell me? Can you speak out please? Any one of you? Like Sai, Soumya, Venkat. Yes. So we must follow some standards. When we need to follow some standards, okay. See, for example, let us take different programming languages. Okay, whatever it may be. Okay, if some standards are given by one organization, these methods should be implemented in the programming language. If some specifications are given like that, then we must use interfaces. Okay, just 1 minute please. Okay, now here you see. So when we need to follow some standards, yeah. So we must use interfaces. Now, yes, why we came to interface concept? Because that type of interfaces given in JDBC API. That means here Java language given some interfaces, okay, given some standard methods through API. So, like if and one more point. So, like what is the database we are going to use Oracle? So, Oracle must implement what are the methods given by Java language. Okay, so I will tell you and I will show what are the interfaces given by JDBC. Okay, that's why we came to we came to interface concept here. Okay, yes, fine. Now here you see. So by using JDBC API, we can make the connection with the specified database. That's we know very well, right? Understood all of you right now? Yes. If any queries, please ask me right now. Any one of you, please ask me right now. Yes, Sai, Soumya, and Venkat. Now let me show JDBC API. So what that means? What are the predefined methods given here? You see, JDBC API. So this is another for Java JDBC API. So here a package given called java.sql. Just 1 minute. Yes, now here you see interface. So what are the interface given here? Array, blob, callable statement, club, connection, database metadata, driver action, enclub. Okay, parameter metadata, prepare statement, reference, result set metadata, row ID, save point. Yes, you see, and classes. Date class, driver manager class, driver property info, SQL permission, something like this. Okay, like this, in JDBC API, some predefined interfaces and classes are given. So understood all of you right now? So by using all these interfaces, that is not all these interfaces at a time, depends upon the application requirement. We have to use some of the interfaces at a time and classes. Okay, then we must create the connection like this. Yes, we must create a connection in between the Java application with the specified database, right? Yeah, let me show the example. Is it clear right now, all of you? The introduction of JDBC, why we are going for database, and how we can make the connection with the database. I'm going to show right now. Yes. Any queries from there? Please ask me right now. Sai, Soumya, and Venkat. So any one of you, can you speak out please? Sai, Soumya, or Venkat?
No, Chandra.
Yeah, fine. And Soumya,
Clear, sir.
Venkat? Yeah, fine. Because this is very important. Moreover, you will get the framework, the concept which is called Hibernate framework, which is an extension of JDBC here. Okay. That means here this is the basic for Hibernate framework. That's why we should be strong on this. Okay. Let me open the example. Now this is the example I'm going to show here. Just 1 minute, please. Yeah. Hello. Here you see. See the first line, first statement you see. Class dot phoname. So phoname is a method. Okay. So for name method, we given some string as a argument you see. Okay. So what the string represents here? Yes, a predefined class. So what is the predefined class? Oracle driver is the predefined class we are going to use to make a connection with the specified database. Now, what about the remaining Oracle dot JDBC dot driver? So why we written the remaining part like this? Yes, represents a package. Okay, that means from this package we taken this class. Oracle driver is the class name. Okay, fine. Now, for this predefined class, we must send, or we have to give some data as an input. So which data we must send as an input here? Yes. With what database? or which database we are going to make a connection. Okay, that's what we are representing, and where it is running currently. Localhost means yes, on the working. That is where means on which machine we are working. We represent that machine as a localhost technically. Okay, that means here we are going to make a connection with Oracle database. Currently it is running on the localhost with the port number as 1521 and with service name XC. Okay, is it clear right now, all of you? So is it clear right now? And this is the username and this is the password. That means right now we are going to store the data in this user only. So what is the username we given here? Scott. So do you have any knowledge on Oracle? Do you have any knowledge on Oracle? Any one of you? Sai, Soumya and Venkat. Hello? Do you have any knowledge on Oracle? Yeah, let me show that Oracle also. Even you must install Oracle on your machines, either Oracle or MySQL. Okay, so let me show Oracle here. You know Oracle, you know MySQL, Sai, or you don't know?
No, I'm saying my skill is fine, or you want us to download on the Oracle like that.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to show the connection for MySQL as well Oracle also.
Okay.
Okay, only driver name and the URL you have to change for Oracle and MySQL. Remaining program is same. Remaining program is same as it is.
It's similar. SQL Server and MySQL same, right?
No, no, MySQL is different from Microsoft, right? Vendor is Microsoft.
Okay.
But whereas uh, MySQL, like you see Apache and Oracle from Oracle Corporation.
No, no, I'm asking SQL Server and MySQL,
No, no, different. Different.
both are different.
Yeah, both are different.
Okay.
Okay, MySQL released by Apache Corporation and SQL Server from Microsoft.
Okay, sir.
SQL Server from Microsoft. So both are different here. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and here you see how we are going to make a connection. So initially we specified one predefined class UC. So what is the class here? Oracle driver class. That class is taken from this package. So for example, if you want to make a connection with MySQL, then you see this is a predefined class. What I highlighted here, you see, com dot mysql dot JDBC. That is the package name, and the driver is the predefined class, right? Hello?
Same.
Yeah, that is the difference here. Like depends upon the database, we have to change the predefined classes. Okay,
Okay.
so and this is nothing but URL. You see what I highlighted here represents as URL. So that is from that URL we are representing where database executing or running currently, what is the port number, and what is the service name, and this is username. Let me show Oracle also. Now this is Oracle 10G version. You will get different versions. So this is a Oracle 10G version. So I will share this software for you. So let me connect to this database. Now see, we got a prompt to enter username. So that is the username we need to enter. That is Scott, and password should be Tiger here. So now it is connected. Just we are connected to a username Scott. Okay. So here we are going to create some data in tabular format. You see, that's what we given here. Yes. Now here you see. So the entire URL represented as a string format, even driver also. That is just you see URL JDBC colon Oracle colon pin colon at the rate of localhost and colon 1521 then XE. So XE is the service name. So like you see, when we are going for control panel, you can identify with what name the service is executing. Go for system and security. Now here you see Oracle service is executing with the name of XE. So you can find out the service name here. So that is the service name we given here. And this is a username followed by password. That means here we are going to create or we are going to store the data what we created in the Java application into this username. So this entire string represents URL here. Is it clear right now, Sai, Soumya and Venkat?
Yes, sir.
So if any queries,
Actually, we have used the class, this class and object or something,
where it
and
is,
the
yeah,
class
so
determinant.
class that for name, right?
Yeah.
So this is a predefined class. So from this predefined class, we taken for name method.
Okay, just like driver manager class is predefined.
Sorry?
Just like driver manager, even class is a predefined.
Yes, driver manager is a predefined class from Java.stl. That is from JDBC API.
Then
This is
class
not
is
from
from,
JDBC, but whereas driver manager it is taken from JDBC API.
and class is from.
Java.lang package. That is different.
Okay. And you have
And
given connection dot create statement, but
yeah.
we haven't
Now
created
we
a table, right?
sorry.
You have given s is equal to c dot create statement,
Yes.
but we haven't created any table, and in the next step you are trying to insert the values.
Yeah. So actually we must create a table first in the database level. Okay. We must create a table in the database level with the name of bank. You see, already this table is created bank with the three different columns: name, age, and gender. Right
Okay.
now. So after this data given as an input for this driver, this is driver, nothing but predefined class with the driver manager class. Then this driver class finds whether the specified database presented in the current machine or not. Okay, if it is presented in the current machine, then it creates connection object. Okay, it creates connection object. Once connection object is created, then we will get a connection here, right? In between Java application and database, right? So that means right now connection is made in between Java application and database. Is it clear right all of you? So that is the meaning of connection establishment. So here you see, when I'm repeating the step, when connection object is created, then here connection is made. We can say connection made in between Java application and the database. Yes, after connection made in between Java application and database, then we have to start our operations, like inserting the data from Java application into database or retrieving the data from database to Java application, like that, right? Understood right now? Now, to make the operations or transactions, we must create one more object which is called statement object. Okay, we must create statement object. Now with the help of statement object, we can make the operations. Like operation means like inserting of the values into the database or retrieving the values from database to Java application, like that. Understood?
What is the
Is it
function of
okay?
create statement?
Sorry?
What is the function of create statement?
Yeah, create statement is a method which returns statement object. Understood right now?
It's like
No?
no, nothing else.
No. Create statement is a predefined method from connection object, right?
Okay, but like what it actually does. You're saying
Simply
it
it
will return a
creates
statement, but
simply it creates statement object and returns. That's what we needed. It is a predefined method.
mhm.
Some implementation is there. Okay, we must create a statement object here to make the operations. Yes. How we can create statement object here? Yes, by using a predefined method which is called create statement.
Mm.
Okay, is it clear for you right now?
Yeah,
No?
as of now I can only understand it as a just a method that will just give a object, return a statement
Can you
object. That's it.
yeah, can you speak loudly? I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, as of now I can only understand create statement as an object that will return a statement object. That's it.
Ah, yes, yes. Only to create an object we use a create statement method. That's all.
Yeah.
See, actually, when we want to create any object, we must use new operator, right?
Yeah.
But right now we are having different methods also to create objects. So one of the method is nothing but create statement method, right?
Okay. It is the database level
Ah, yes.
object. Okay. Object
That is
create.
the main thing here, right?
Okay.
Now, after statement object is created, by using that statement object, means, yes, now execute method is given statement object. So by using that execute method, you see, we we are going to execute this SQL query. What we given here. That means here statement object is going to execute this SQL query what we given. When this SQL query executed there, then the given values inserts into the table, right? Understood? Or shall I repeat?
Understood, Sundar.
Sorry?
Yeah, understood.
Yeah, fine. And Soumya and Venkat, what about you? Yeah, fine, fine, Soumya. And what about you, Venkat? Is it clear right now? Yeah, fine. So, when we executed this program, what are the values we specified in the SQL query? Inserts in the database. Okay, so I think you know, like what are the SQL queries we need to write to make different operations, like inserting the values, deleting the values, displaying the values, like that, right? Now, can you tell me, like, what is the query we need to write to get the values from the database? Can you write? Yeah, can you tell me the complete SQL query? Complete SQL query. That is to get the data. Select star from table name. That means from which table we want to get the data. The table name should be I. Okay, fine. Now let me execute this. First of all, let me check what are the values presented here. Now here you see. So at present we are having this data. Okay, if our program is executed, now this is executed. Now here you see whether the specified record inserted in the database table or not. Yes, it is inserted, you see. like this you see. So what are the values we specified in the Java application level inserted in the database level, right? So is it clear right now, all of you? Now, so now for example, if you want to insert some thousands of records in the database level, so how many times we have to write the same query here? How many times we need to write the same query but with the different values, right? But instead, no, not single time. So like insert into bank values of something. But actually, when we written SQL query like this, actually that SQL query executes in the database level, but not in the Java application level. Okay, so that is from Java application level to database level, this SQL query used to be forwarded. How it is? With the help of statement object. So what statement object is doing here? Forwarding the SQL query what we given from Java application to database level, right? So once it is forwarded to database level, then database engine verifies the syntax of what we written here in the SQL query. If it is true, then it executes. Otherwise, returns error message. So if we need to insert some 1,000 records into the database, then so here we must send the same SQL query from Java application to database 1,000 times. So in the database level, it verifies the same statement 1,000 times so that our database performance minimizes. Then what is the solution given here? So is there any solution like by writing SQL query single time and we have to give the values multiple times? So we have to do like that. Okay. So is there any possibility to do like that here? Sai, Soumya and Venkat, by writing SQL query single time, that is to insert 1,000 records. So is there any possibility like that here? Sai, Soumya and Venkat. Yeah. What about you, Soumya and Venkat? Yeah, Venkat, no, it's fine. So solution is given. How it is? Let me show. So like this, you see, we will get a prompt only. Okay. So that is to enter name. Name is given here. Age is also given, and gender. Now you see, what are the values we given as input? Okay, those are substituted in this SQL query, you see. So how we written SQL query, you see? Insert into bank values of. Then actually values we are not given here. Column names we given. Okay. So in the place of column names, the given values substitutes and then executes the SQL query. Okay. So you see the same thing we got here. So what are the values we given as input? Substituted the SQL query and executed. Then values are inserted. Now for example, if we want to insert one more record, then we need not write the SQL query here. Simply put a slash. Okay. Then we have to enter names. You see? Now actually we are not written any query. So just we given the values as input. So that those values are substituted here. These type of statements are known as pre-compiled statements. Okay. So is it clear right now, all of you? So when we need to insert multiple records into the database level. How many records? That is depends upon the application requirement. Like it may be either 1,000 records or 4,000 records or 5,000, 10,000, how many it may be. Okay, if we need to insert the records like that, then we must write SQL queries like that, which are known as pre-compiled SQL queries. Okay, understood? Then we must create this type of SQL query in the Java application level, and then we must forward them into database level. That's what we are going to do in the next session. Yes, right now, if any queries, please ask me. Hello? Yeah, please. If any queries, please ask me right now. Yeah, fine, fine. And Soumya and Venkat, any queries? Yeah. So, do you know HTML? Like, do you know HTML? So, if you know HTML, then I will give you a task for you for this week. Otherwise, we will do one thing. Yeah. Otherwise, we will do one thing. Not with HTML. Yeah. So, yes, I'm giving the task. You see, we must read some values from the keyboard. Already we discussed that, right? How to read the data from the keyboard. Yes. How we can read the data from the keyboard? Can you tell me right now? How we can read the data from the keyboard? So a predefined class called scanner, right? Yes. So like use that scanner class to read the data from the keyboard and insert the values into the database. That is the thing you have to write. Okay, just to create a simple application like that. Read the data from the keyboard and insert the values into the specified database. Here the specified database is nothing but Oracle. Okay, clear all of you right now? Can you do that? Because tomorrow and after tomorrow we are not having the session. So that finish the task and yeah, please forward the task what you done.
Can you share this example?
Yeah, I will share it.
No, now.
Okay, I will share what is the example we discussed today.
Yeah.
So can you do that? Yeah, that's all for the day and for this week. Tomorrow in the next week we will discuss some other concept from JDBC. Okay? Yes. Have a good day. Bye bye all of you.